It's your boy Online Davo, and we back with another video. Look, we got a video about Antonio Speaks, the Uncle Ruckus mentality. Man, let's get into it and let's see what bro talking about. Come on.
So for the past week or so, I have been absolutely binge watching the Boondocks. During my time of doing this, I specifically tried to watch episodes centered around the character Uncle Ruckus. Now, in a rare instance that you've never watched the Boondocks or even heard of the character Uncle Ruckus, here are a few clips that summarize his ideology.
I start each day by thanking the white man for the sunrise, for the land I walk on, for the air I breathe. I also apologize, but Lord knows they ain't gonna apologize for themselves. If it's one thing that a colored man is good at, it's cooking a pig.
There you have it.
That ain't to say a white man couldn't cook a pig better. His big brain just focus on more important things, like running the world and spaceships.
Oh my God, this was, bro. And when like Uncle Ruckus, bro, he was probably like the first raccoon I was able to see on TV, man. Like, he's probably the first one I could identify. Yo, this nigga is definitely a coon. There was no subtleness in his coonery, bro. This is crazy. Nah, this is hella funny, though. Them Boondocks niggas, bro, they got it, man. They got it.
Get out there!
Sir, settle down. You have to go deliberate.
I don't need to deliberate. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here. White.
Nah, that's so nasty.
No need to deliberate. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
What? I got the bro about the rope. Nigga, they gonna use it on you in a minute. Keep on playing.
White man just a joy to be around. It smell like lemon juice and pledge furniture clean. And look at them. They gave us discipline, jobs, put structure in our lives, took us out the jungle. And what we do to show our appreciation? We march up and down the street. We vote. Carry on. In great.
Uncle Ruckus hates black people. He takes the term Uncle Tom to an entirely different level. Now, without analyzing Uncle Ruckus and just taking him at face value, he is a hilarious character. My nigga, what do you mean you're a black white supremacist? That don't even make sense. The thing is though, man, once you look into it and pry just a bit deeper, you understand what the problem truly is with Uncle Ruckus. He hates himself.
I am not black,
for sure.
Nor do I consider myself to be black. Many people mistake me for being Negro because they don't know that I am currently living with the heartbreak of revitiligo. That's a skin condition that's the opposite of what Michael Jackson's got. Every morning I apply this topical ointment made of bleach and sulfur. I like to think it works.
You see, before it died,
this nigga, bro said Viva Ligo. Bro, you're never gonna be white. To all the raccoons out there, you're never gonna be white. You know what's worse? You know what's the worst thing about Uncle Ruckus, man? He was poor too. He was broke as fuck. How you gonna be raccooning for the white man and you still poor and broke? You not even getting no money off it. So he's really doing that shit for the love of the game. Damn. He was surrounded by black people, but he still hated himself. That shit crazy.
Diving into all of the episodes surrounding Uncle Ruckus, I just had pure hatred for him. But once I started to understand his upbringing and the reason he is the way he is, I kind of feel sorry for him. Uncle Ruckus comes from a very, very toxic family. Let's start with his mother. From the episodes I've watched, man, she's extremely kind, caring, loving, but there is one flaw with her, or maybe multiple flaws. She is a goddamn raccoon.
I'm the first colored girl you ever met with blonde hair. And one day, I'm gonna have eyes as blue as the summer sky. Daddy's just upset, baby, because he's lazy and the white man makes him work hard.
Oh my gosh, bro, what? Imagine, what? Imagine telling that to your kid, bro. They internalize all that shit. Obviously, this is on a bigger scale. But, you know, like, think about on a small, like, think about real life. There's definitely some black households out there where they are, you know, they are downing, you know, the average black person. They are acting like every one of us is just, you know, grungy, dirty, do drugs all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, they definitely pushing that type of narrative, you know, like they definitely have that one of the good ones mentality. So it's like, damn, nigga, if your mom is a raccoon, shit, you bound to be a raccoon too. Like, shit.
Mama, who's George Washington Carver?
He's the man responsible for more peanut allergy deaths than anyone who ever lived. Baby, why don't we read about Eli Whitney instead? He invented the cotton gin. He was a great white man. just like you.
Now let's move on to his father. Unlike Ruckus's mom, his dad does not yearn white proximity. Instead, he is very, very, very abusive.
I would get beaten for anything.
Nigga, did you just break that vase?
That's crazy.
Lord have mercy, my baby.
Just having fun with off limits in Mister's house.
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Backhanding your kid for having fun is crazy. Nigga, what? I ain't gonna lie. I can see why he hate black people, bro. Hey, the first black man he knew used to beat his ass for having fun. Like, shit. Of course he gonna go with the white side, man. Then you got his mom, a raccoon, who talking about she's the first colored woman to have blonde hair, and one day she gonna have blue eyes. She's cooked. He's cooked, bro. He was never meant to be a pro-black person, man. Look at this shit. Damn. Hell yeah, nigga. Yeah, he gonna run to white people for sure. That's his only savior.
Lord have mercy, my baby.
Every day, he reminded me of what a failure I was going to be.
Mister, I want to be a doctor when I grow up. Nigga, did I just catch you wanting to be shit?
Oh, sweet Jesus. Lord have mercy.
On another note, this is how white supremacists try to make it seem like every black household is. They try to make it seem like when a kid want to learn and educate that the parent go around slapping the shit out of them. Like, no, nigga, you're going to be a failure. Like, but what? Wow, bro.
Mercy, my baby.
Now let me say this first. This is horrible. Nothing can justify it. But I do want to give his pops a little grace, just a little bit. The hate that he gives towards Uncle Ruckus' son is the same hate his mom gave to him.
Look at you. Didn't I tell you wasn't gonna be shit with your stupid, ugly wife and your stupid, ugly cheerings? I can't wait to die so I don't have to look at your ugly black nigger ass no more. God
Oh my
damn
God.
it.
On top of that, just about every day,
Generational trauma right there, bro. Generational trauma, you know what I'm saying? Even the mom is talking about ugly black, this, that, and the third. God damn. Ooh, Uncle Ruckus was cooked from the beginning, bro. Like I said. Damn.
of Uncle Ruckus's dad's life, he was used by white people just trying to do his job.
He even worked for the police department as a practice dummy.
What?
Sometimes they would just abuse him for no reason.
Good job, boy. Yeah.
Oh my God. What the fuck? Wait, no, I did
no
not
reason.
know.
Good
I did not
job,
remember
boy.
this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. A nigga hitting you with a suplex knee to your fifth vertebrae for opening the door? God damn. What? Jesus Christ. I hate white people too. What the fuck? Damn.
So it seems that his father took all of that anger from his mom and what was going on in his real world life and brought it straight to him. Now, after getting all that information, we can see why Ruckus turned out the way he did. His mom at an early age instilled in him that white was the best way to be, while his father, a black man, abused him his whole childhood. Ruckus had a very sad life, okay? And
Nah, for real. And shit, his mom telling his black ass, you're a white man. Like, what?
it made me look at him different now. Now, as we know, Boondocks is satire. Every character in the show is exaggerated to higher levels than what they are in real life. But is that really the case for Uncle Ruckus?
I'm glad that my black ancestors were enslaved. Slavery was better for black people. Why? Because black people today are in a far worse form of slavery.
Like, as a white man, I have not enslaved any of you. Matter of fact, I wouldn't want you to even cross the threshold of my front door. I'm not to blame for your ancestors failing you. That's not my fucking.
The boy said, as a white man. Oh my God, bro. Cooning definitely is a disease. It's something that you can develop early in life. It's also something that you can develop later in life, you know? But just know, if you ever sense that urge to coon, remember, you're not going to get treated better. They're not going to look at you differently. They're actually going to have less respect for you because you don't even respect yourself. So, you know, what's the trade-off? What do you really gain? Especially if you're not an influencer. If you just raccooning, just a raccooning or data basis, and you have no you have no social media presence, you're cooked, bro. Like you're even more pathetic than the ones on the internet. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, that's a debate. That's a debate.
Problem? I didn't cause them to be weak human beings and not have the backbone enough to fight back. That's not my problem. I'm not the person that has to worry about, your feelings about the past.
These white motherfuckers got the audacity.
Yeah, we do. And what are you going to do about it?
The audacity to sit and smile comfortably from a seat that they forefathers stole.
Conquered, and if your people would have been more strong, you would have been able to build some shit in Africa, but you didn't. But yet you're here being able to talk freely without repercussions. You know why?
Sometimes I be wondering, like, damn, like we kind of are watching a video on it. Oh, like, damn, man, where along the way did this black person, whoever it is, become a raccoon? Like, what made them switch? Like, I want to know niggas' life stories. Like, why did you choose to be a raccoon? Like, you didn't have to choose to be that. You could have chose to. You didn't have to be pro-black. You didn't even have to be all out here in the streets marching, doing videos. You didn't even have to do that. But what made you choose to outwardly be a raccoon? Like, I be wondering why.
Because of us, white people.
Now I want to say this first and foremost, man. I love when there is critique within the black community, okay? A lot of people have the notion that, we all have to agree and it shouldn't be any arguments. But no, as long as we're all positively trying to make the best of our community, it's fine. Contrary to belief, back in the, civil rights movement, a lot of the black, prominent figures did not get along. Like, well, they got along, but they also had a lot of different viewpoints. So I feel like it's nothing wrong that we can disagree on certain things. Now, what you will hear.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, bro, it's like you want the community better. I want the community better. Okay, you may have a different mindset on how we get there. I may have a different mindset. But as long as we want to better the community and as long as your way or my way isn't hurting the community in the process there, it's like we good then. Like, we good with that, because it's like, shit, if we really want it to be better, we're going to work hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to... you give something, I give something, we throw ideas off of each other, little stuff like that. Like I said, the first step is really I think it's just educating people. Educating yourself on the history of America, the United States, thus black people. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know the history of it, how are you going to be able to understand how to get to that next level? Personally and as a community,
From a lot of these, conservatives, black conservatives, or, the raccoons, Uncle Ruckus archetypes, is they love using the disguise of we're just holding the black community accountable when they make these videos talking about black people. It's so disingenuous because majority of these creators never have solutions to the problems they're talking about. That's what I'm saying. It's as if they're just making content for their racist followers to feel good about and justify their racist.
It's crazy. Hey, Sharon, tell you, it's crazy. I was talking to my girl about that, but she was like, yeah, she's pretty much like, she don't like just hearing videos about black people and stuff like that without there being solutions, in there. And I'm like, I could understand that too, but I think it's also like you want to, educate yourself on the shit that's going on, and then within that education, within that studying the history and everything like that, you're gonna find little solutions, whether for your own life or tidbits to give to people. If you got a friend group, or say you're the pro-black person within your friend group, and people see you really serious about that shit, and you're not, beating them over the head with pro-black content, they may be like, you know what? Let me go research that shit too. Like, that shit sound interesting. Let me go see what they talking about over here, because someone said this on Instagram and that shit sound kind of crazy. So it's like there's gonna be moments in people's lives in which they're gonna have a clear pathway to dive in that lane of their history, but they got to choose to take that pathway. There's gonna be moments in which, okay, is this the time in which I take that next step in life, that next step in educating myself on the history, or am I going to stay willfully ignorant on it?
I do think in 2026 there will be a decline in these type of creators though, because white folks are just more bold nowadays. If you're a white person and you're racist, be proud to be it. We have seen countless examples of people going viral for saying the N-word, being racist, and end up raising millions of dollars.
Being racist these days sure pays a lot of money. Shiloh Hendricks called a small child the N-word at a playground in Minnesota, and she is now raking in $325,000.
Crystal Therese Wilsey's fundraiser, which was created by Tom Hennessy, the same creator for the Shiloh Hendrix Give Send Go fundraiser, has now approached.
They're against handouts for the black community, but they love having a handout. They love putting themselves in situations to get fired from their job, from their employment, so they could run to the GoFundMe, make a GoFundMe. Yo, I called these people. They fired me because I was expressing free speech towards these erratic black people, and I wanted to say something, and they fired me because of my free speech. So please give me $100,000 so I don't, go deeper into poverty. I guess, but we can't get no handouts for people in other communities who have a system that's actively going against them. You tricked yourself out of a job. You literally fell upwards into you failed into some money. But you're against handouts for people who are in poverty and who food stamp snaps. You're against all that. Whatever, man.
$100,000 for her Give Send Go fundraiser. And if you don't know who Crystal Therese Wilsey is, she's the infamous Cinnabon worker who called a Somalian couple the N-word while she was on the clock.
So all of these black conservatives and puppets that were once needed are no longer. Being proud and racist will get you farther nowadays, man. Look at Nick Fuentes. Now, throughout the Boondock Show, Uncle Ruckus gets his Negro wake-up call all the time.
You remember when I said how we hate the blacks because of their attitudes?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a load of shit. You're just like one of us, Ruckus, but they still hate you.
This can't be. It says I'm 102% African with a 2% margin of error.
God damn.
Why, Lord, why?
Nah, what? Screaming to the Lord why you are black? That's crazy. Damn, Uncle Ruckus. I don't even want to call you my uncle, nigga. You such a raccoon. You just Ruckus to me. Damn. But now you look at this old ass man, hair thinning, bald spots, big ass gut. And then he's like, damn, like, his life story. Like, his dad used to beat the shit out of him for just existing. And his mom was one of the biggest raccoons ever. So it's like, damn, it kind of adds up. Like, it kind of makes sense why this person is screaming at the sky, screaming, why? Why do I have to be black? Because he been convinced his whole life he been white. Nigga been throwing on smellless lotion, thinking that he's going to change his skin color. He's cooked, bro. Damn.
This happens in real life all the time. Let's talk about Myron Gaines for a second.
Been working hard. There's been a lot. Oh my fuck!
Wow.
The black fatigue is real. I'm tired of these niggas too, bro. We all are, right?
I think it's not really black fatigue. I think it's in fatigue.
Yeah, it's just, nigger fatigue.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
bro.
3 raccoons in the room? Oh, man.
Jews and blacks are by far the most sensitive. So with the blacks, they threaten to kill you. With the Jews, they threaten to take your bank away. So, but you can't criticize these motherfuckers. So wait, I have to be one of you monkeys to tell you that you're a fucking monkey? Is that how this goes? Like,
Now recently, Turning Point USA had an event. If you don't know what Turning Point is, it's basically an organization started by Charlie Kirk. Now Myron is one of the biggest talking points for the right and conservatives, far right people, racism. He's the forefront, a dark-skinned man. Also, I might add, he was crying when Charlie...
DEI hire, that's what he is, DEI. They wanted to, have a little diversity within the organization to attract more raccoons that was on the fence. Yeah, he bro, it's so crazy. Like, it's so crazy how there's actually a market out there for being a raccoon, bro. That's so crazy. I wouldn't have even thought of that though. That's the crazy part. Like, it's never even entered my mind. And then you got people out here that's really building careers off of being raccoons. Damn, that shit crazy. They really be against the movement, bro. They really be against the coalition, man. That's crazy.
Kurt got killed, so just kind of remember that.
Liberal Democrat who died tragically in a plane crash, and his funeral turned into a huge.
Dude, I didn't know you cried.
losers don't get fucking assassinated. Great men do. When you die, motherfucker, you're just gonna get killed. When he died, he got assassinated. So.
Oh my God, this guy, bro, what? He did all this? I did see a clip of him talking about something, man, I might not go to my little meetup shit. I seen him say something like that when it first happened, but he was crying. Now he giving whole eulogies and shit about Charlie Kirk. Bro, what?
Shut the fuck up. Some of you bum ass niggas in the chat talking shit.
Damn, get off that nigga dick, bruh.
But at this event a couple
Definitely
weeks ago,
munching.
he was not allowed to get in.
Getting rejected at MFAC.
Damn, she's showing some skin, ain't she? Damn.
So Amaru.
Boy, that nigga's... Boy, he stick out like a sore thumb. You can see that black ass nigga in the sea of white like a motherfucker, can't you? Shit.
Amaru is not. Yeah, so what's happening, David?
Turning Point did a smart thing. They're not allowing Muslims into their conference.
So he's not being allowed in. Security is
Bro, do you hear the type of jokes they say amongst each other, bro? These niggas are fucking losers, bro. Losers. They're not allowing Muslims into the... That's the best thing you could come up with in this situation, bro? What? They joke had to be rooting in some type of racism. No, that's crazy, huh? That's so crazy.
calling nobody because no one's gonna help him get in. So I don't know who he thinks he's calling. But yeah, we got 1 security, 2, 3, and the event security. And he's calling, I think he's calling like Andrew Tate to help him get in or something.
Andrew Tate.
Nope, not gonna happen, bud.
That's pretty much it for this video though, man. I really hope y'all enjoyed. This is my first video of 2026. And look, we're gonna keep them coming. If y'all haven't realized my upload schedule by now, I pretty much drop every week on Friday. If I miss the Friday, it'll be like Saturday or Sunday. Around that time frame, 7 to 10 days on this channel. I then have a second channel, Antonio Talks, and I try to drop 3 to 4 videos a week. So that's like pretty much the upload schedule. That channel has been going insane. It's about to hit 100K as well. I wanna say this too, man. I'm not a political activist. I'm just a nigga that decided to record videos. Like, a lot of people love to say, oh bro, who you think you are? You're doing all this just videos, go out and do something in real life. Shut your bitch ass up. Listen, if y'all want to see something similar to this, man, go check out the downside of being too.
Nah, for real though, shut your bitch ass up, my nigga. If I want to make videos and spread the word about black people, bro, why can't I do that, man? So that's the thing, they always want black people to be extraordinary, above and beyond for everything, bro. We can't just do shit. Like, we can't just want to know about our history. It got to be some type of, oh, they're planning a revolution. Oh, they're planning some type of crazy march. Like, damn. We got to learn about French Revolution. We got to learn about shit that happened in every other country. But once we start learning about our history, our culture, our background, now it's all right, watch that nigga. Keep an eye on that nigga right there. He got some shit planned. Come on, bro. But quality video, Antonio, you did your thing. You going crazy. We going crazy. I'm gone. Peace.